In the shadowy recesses of history, an eerie chapter unfolds. A chapter woven with fear, superstition, and the haunting trials of those believed to be witches. From the late 15th to the mid-17th centuries, Europe was gripped by a hysteria known as the witch hunt, a period of mass persecutions and executions conducted by both the Inquisition and Protestant states. Witches, figures steeped in myth and folklore, were believed to possess dangerous knowledge and abilities. They were thought to cause natural disasters, to fly, and even to shapeshift. The fear was so profound that it crossed the Atlantic, leading to one of the most infamous witch trials in history, the Salem witch trials in the English colonies. The perception of witches varied widely across different regions. Western Europe, for instance, was particularly stringent in persecuting witches based on religious deviation, while Slavic regions focused more on the specific harm caused by witches. In Russia, witches were legally protected. Insulting them required compensation, and witchcraft was not considered a crime in itself. The witch trials were not always a result of clear-cut accusations. Often, a series of unfortunate events surrounding an individual would lead to suspicions of witchcraft. A man's stomach ailment after eating a pie baked by a woman, another man injuring his knee after using a sack owned by the same woman, and a third man's ox falling ill after an argument with her. These coincidences were sometimes enough to launch witch trials. It's important to understand that not all accusations led to trials. During quieter years, when the hysteria simmered beneath the surface, courts often dismissed such complaints. However, once the fear flared up, the same courts could give weight to even the flimsiest of evidence. The witch trials were not a momentary lapse of reason, but a prolonged period of fear and superstition that led to countless lives lost. A fear so intense that even the most powerful could be swayed. Even the Duke of Schongau in Bavaria, Ferdinand, ordered a strict witch hunt in 1589, leading to the execution of over 60 individuals. To summarize, the witch trials were a dark period in human history, driven by fear and superstition. From the late 15th to the mid-17th centuries, Europe and the English colonies were in the grip of a witch hunt, leading to mass persecutions and executions. The trials were often based on flimsy evidence, and the hysteria was so profound that it could sway even the most powerful. Despite the passage of time, the witch trials remain a stark reminder of the power of fear and the human capacity for cruelty.